This is Tom. We are here at NAMM 2024, and this is the Gamechanger audio booth. And so I will give you a quick rundown of everything that we have because I was asked to do so, and sure, let's do it. So our company started with this thing, the Plus pedal. This is a unique pedal which uses real-time audio sampling to create endless sustains of any melodic instrument. You play a chord, step on a pedal, and the pedal will continuously sustain that chord, and you can play over it. One of our last pedals in our series is this Bigsby pedal that we did together with Fender and Bigsby brand. And so this is a very powerful, very precise, very natural sounding pitch shifter that you control the same way as you would control a tremolo arm on a guitar, and it has nice stiffness, nice resistance to it, so it feels very nice when you're actually playing. Okay, next is our Plasma series of products, and here we have two of them. So this is our Plasma pedal. It transforms regular audio signal into high voltage discharge within a xenon gas tube. And so whenever you're playing, it shoots a bolt of lightning, and a side product of that electrical discharge is distortion. And that distortion is very heavy, very gritty, very aggressive, but unique and nice at the same time. And then the next version of that Plasma pedal is our collaboration with Jack White and Third Man Records. And this is a version that we made for them. It has a few different controls, but the core sound is the same. It has additional octave up and octave down effect before the pedal, and it is even more gnarly than the regular Plasma. And then this is our take on a classic spring reverb.
I love this one.
This is a really great one, yeah. So this starts out as a classic spring reverb. The main difference is that instead of just listening to the acoustic vibrations of the spring tank, we're also scanning the spring in different positions using sets of infrared optical sensors.
Yeah.
And so you're getting different frequency responses from different positions of the spring tank. The same idea that you have in a guitar. So you have the same set of strings, but you have two pickups.
Yeah.
And they sound different because the vibration is different in each position. Same thing with a spring tank. And so there are multiple things that you can do with these sensors. For example, in this mode, we are crossfading between them, and we're getting a modulated spring sound just because we're changing in what position we're listening to.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go further. This is our synthesizer product. It's called Motor Synth.
It's
and
amazing.
It is amazing, thank you. It replaces conventional oscillators with DC motors. And so the machine controls the RPM of the motors so that it matches musical pitches. And as they rotate, they create fluctuations in magnetic field, which are then picked up by a tiny magnetic pickup, similar to an electric guitar pickup.
Right.
That is the core sound of it. And then the rest of it is just messing with that sound, controlling that sound, controlling the notes that you're playing. And so this unit can go anywhere in between just simple melodies to lush drones, sequenced parts, improvised parts, looped parts, and so on. Let's go further on.
It's actually one of the most original synths I've ever seen.
Thank you. And so this is another iteration of our Plasma series. This is a Eurorack module, but here, instead of this being a distortion, it is a full voice module, meaning that you only need a sequencer to trigger it and tell what notes to play, but then from there on, it's a full instrument.
Yeah.
And so we're using the same Plasma technology to create sounds from scratch. And this thing can go anywhere between bass lead sounds all the way to strange effects and weird sounds, as most of our products actually do. So this is our Plasma version for Eurorack. And then this beast is the biggest version of Plasma that we have come up with until now. This is called the Plasma Rack.
Wow.
And this is very similar to pedals. in its core sound, but it has a lot more control over the EQ and gain of the plasma. And so this is intended for studio use. And here we have two units hooked up in stereo setup.
It's mono, right?
Yeah, each mono is mono unit, but then we can choose which unit is going to be the master unit that controls
nice.
the other one.
Sweet.
So you can have like dual mono or stereo setup. And my personal favorite application is for drums.
Yeah.
This thing on drums just makes drums better.
Yeah.
If by better drums you mean crazy distorted and destroyed. But it can be subtle as well. It can be subtle. And actually, to be honest, I like the subtle settings more than the extreme plasma.
Yeah.
So the subtle settings are my favorite ones. And then
vocals as well?
Sure. If you want vocals.
Yeah.
Okay, and now let's go and check out our new thing. So these right here are the Mod series pedals. We've come out with a brand new series of pedals. The initial launch is 3 pedals, Mod chorus, Mod delay, Mod reverb.
Yeah.
And so the idea behind this series that we are taking fairly basic and standard effects, yet beautiful sounding effects, and combining them with advanced modulation techniques. But the modulations are derived from your guitar playing.
Oh, really?
So each pedal has a pitch tracker and dynamics follower.
Oh.
So the pitch tracker follows the notes that you are playing, and then the dynamics are following the loudness of your playing. And so those produce control signals that you can route to any of the main parameter knobs on the pedal. So let's say you have the depth for chorus.
Yeah.
So you can change that depth with your playing dynamics.
Wow.
So let's say there's no chorus on your quiet notes, but there's a lot of chorus on your loud notes.
Yeah.
Or you can modulate these knobs with pitch. So I can tune the pitch tracker to any note that I want, and it will produce modulation going up from that note or going down from that note. So let's say this has a feedback control.
Yep.
And when you feedback chorus, it creates this meow kind of sound, which is wonky and kind of weird and kind of cool at the same time, but not something that you would normally listen to all the time.
Yeah.
So what I can do is modulate this knob so that only my loudest attacks have this feedback sound.
Right.
And then it disappears immediately once the guitar starts to fade out. So you're kind of creating these movements and knobs. And so the idea for the whole series, and we are going to do more pedals in the series, is instead of coming up with new crazy algorithms, we're taking basic ones, but good ones, and just combining them with a unique user interface.
And you can connect them between them and
exactly.
go crazy.
Exactly. And also the benefit for the musician is that, for example, a guitar player, you have invested years in becoming good at it.
Yeah.
And so when you're playing these pedals, you're not only playing guitar and the amp, you're also directly controlling these pedals.
Wow.
So if you become better at guitar, you can become better at these pedals, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, so that is it for our lineup. I've been Tom. This is Gamechanger Audio Products, and thanks for watching.
Thank you so much, Tom.